A pact under pressure. The Liberal-NDP agreement. Canada's political landscape shifted in 2022. The Liberal Party, led by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, found themselves short of a majority government. They struck a deal with the New Democratic Party headed by Jagmeet Singh. This agreement, known as a Supply and Confidence Agreement, changed the game. In this arrangement, the NDP agreed to support the Liberals on crucial votes. These include confidence votes which can topple a government. In return, the Liberals promised to advance certain NDP priorities. This partnership aimed to bring stability and push forward a shared agenda. However, this alliance hasn't been without its critics. Some view it as a cynical power grab. Others question whether it can truly address the complex challenges facing Canada. The agreement has faced its share of scrutiny and skepticism. The success of this political partnership hinges on several factors. These include the commitment of both parties to the agreed-upon agenda, their ability to navigate internal dissent, and the evolving political climate in Canada. The future of this alliance remains uncertain. Poilievre's gambit driving a wedge in Parliament. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party, sees an opportunity in this Liberal-NDP pact. He's been vocal in his criticism, aiming to drive a wedge between the two parties. His strategy is clear: paint the NDP as subservient to the Liberals, abandoning their principles for a taste of power. Poilievre regularly calls on Jagmeet Singh to come home. He urges Singh to abandon the agreement and let the Liberals face the voters. This tactic aims to capitalize on any existing discontent within the NDP base. It also seeks to position the Conservatives as the true alternative for Canadians disillusioned with the current government. Poilievre's rhetoric often employs populist themes. He frames the Liberal-NDP deal as a betrayal of the working class, a group both parties claim to champion. By highlighting issues where the NDP has seemingly compromised, Poilievre hopes to erode trust in the agreement and portray the Conservatives as the sole defenders of everyday Canadians. Whether this strategy will succeed remains to be seen. Poilievre's success hinges on his ability to convince Canadians that the NDP has abandoned its core values. It also depends on the Conservatives presenting a compelling alternative vision for the country. The political manoeuvring is far from over. Echoes of cooperation, past political alliances in Canada. The current Liberal-NDP agreement isn't unprecedented in Canadian politics. Canada has a history of minority governments, often leading to similar partnerships. These arrangements, while sometimes fragile, have shaped the country's political landscape. One notable example is the progressive Conservative minority government of Joe Clark in 1979. This government relied on the support of smaller parties to survive. However, internal divisions and the challenges of governing with a minority ultimately led to its downfall. More recently, the Liberal minority government of Paul Martin in the early 2000s also relied on agreements with other parties. This period saw a series of confidence votes and political maneuvering, highlighting the inherent instability of minority governments. These historical examples offer both cautionary tales and potential lessons for the current Liberal-NDP agreement. They demonstrate the challenges of maintaining unity and navigating the complexities of power sharing. However, they also highlight the potential for collaboration and policy achievements in the face of political fragmentation. Weighing the spoils. What's in it for the Liberals and NDP? The Liberal-NDP agreement offers potential benefits for both parties. For the Liberals, it provides a degree of stability. It allows them to govern without the constant threat of being toppled by opposition parties. This stability is crucial for advancing their legislative agenda and solidifying their policy goals. The NDP, on the other hand, sees an opportunity to influence policy from within the government. By securing commitments on key priorities such as dental care and affordable housing, the NDP aims to deliver tangible results for their supporters. This approach allows them to achieve concrete progress on issues close to their heart. However, both parties face risks. The Liberals risk alienating voters who disapprove of the NDP's policies or the nature of the agreement itself. The NDP, meanwhile, risks being seen as subservient to the Liberals, potentially alienating voters who prefer a more independent and oppositional stance. The success of this alliance depends on both parties effectively communicating the benefits of the agreement to their respective bases. They must demonstrate that this partnership leads to tangible improvements in the lives of Canadians while staying true to their core values and principles. The stakes are high for both parties involved.